Being attracted to a trans female does not make me gay.
You so damn silly. Hey, babe.
Hey, what's up? What's up, babe?
How's your day going?
I can't complain at all, man. I'm over here looking at you through this ring.
Okay.
What's your name, yo? What's your name, yo?
No, you tell me. Well, how about you tell the people what your name is and where you're from?
My name is Idris, and I was born in Jersey, but I grew up mostly in like VA. You know,
So basically you're Southern.
Yeah, I'm a Southern boy with the city roots. You know, you ain't gotta put no geographic statement on it though, but you know, get around.
Smoothie smooth. What made you want to make this video?
There's a narrative that's going around that attacks the man, the masculine man.
Okay.
And it's basically it attacks the man's sexuality and masculinity. Everything that a man does, they call him gay. Nigga, a man paints his nails, he gay. He dresses a certain way,
can't do nothing.
He's gay. A man can't do anything without being called gay. And that's one of the first problems. And a lot of people are just scared because of cultural and religious factors. And I understand that because some people just can't step out there and be themselves because they'll be disowned by their entire family. I understand that completely. But there's also this narrative that's pushing men who should have the confidence in themselves to walk around and be who the fuck they want to be. But with this narrative, they're scared. And I feel like that projection is unsafe for the masses, but predominantly for the trans woman. I feel like it's my part to protect you. I feel like it's my part to protect. I'm always going to protect you and those in general, but mainly you. And if I don't get this voice, if nobody speaks about it, how will we protect you? How, you know, if your rights are taken, what's going to happen if somebody attacks you? What's going to happen?
I'm going to attack them back.
You want to attack them?
Yeah, I got mace, I got knives, I got tasers.
You don't even know that.
Okay, I have another question.
What's up?
When was the first time you realized you were attracted to trans women?
I can remember at a young age looking at like porn that said she-males and stuff like that. And then when I became older and I educated myself and I realized what I was looking at, I would say my first attraction was when I went to prison and I ended up actually having a relationship with a trans woman in prison. We'll talk about that later, but
that was your first attraction, so not even before then.
I told you, well, I had attractions, but like I was young, I didn't really know what I was looking at. I didn't know what was going on in my mind.
You didn't act on it.
I didn't act on it. Plus, you have to understand, in the world that I grew up in, it wasn't really safe to be attracted to certain things, even to speak on certain things. If I would have told a friend of mine that I like watching certain things, or I was attracted to she-males to transgenders, I would have been unanimously called gay.
We had talked about a little bit briefly, whenever you said you were attracted to trans women, you said the first one being while you were incarcerated. So go ahead and run that experience with us. Like, how were you able to, you know, come in contact with her? How did that relationship develop? Things of that nature.
That's actually a topic as well. Like when I was in prison and I would say that I had my first relationship with a trans woman, that's so real because I was in hell. Everybody's in hell. It was like the lowest part of my life. And it was complete survival. And I felt like just learning what I learned and getting through what I had to get through, it really helped me out as a person, human being, real well-rounded me out because now I think a different way. I was on a compound and I had a good friend there. She was a trans woman and her name was Duchess. I was attracted to her like everybody else was. You could pretty much picture her as like a Megan Thee Stallion walking around a prison yard. She was so bad. And I was kind of leery about what the people would think about me, like the other inmates, how they would think about, how they would view me. And then I just stopped worrying about that. I thought about what I would say and how I would approach her. And I just approached her like I would any female on the street. And then that's kind of how it started. And we went from there. We had some conversations and I learned a lot because I started listening to her story. She told me about her struggles. And I realized, man, like she was just a regular person. She was a regular person with struggles and problems just like me, just like everybody else.
All right, so previously before, you talked about how your experience was inside with the trans woman. How was it dating for you after being released?
Dating after my release, that's a good question. I dated women of all experiences and it was fun. I think the only issue that I had that I was struggling with was like the fact that I was coming from prison, I was re-entering into society, and that's always a struggle for any type of inmate. Um, uh, that and the fact that I might have had like some issues like with my identity, trying to find out exactly who I was, if I was going to get into a relationship, what I would bring to the table, if it's going to be healthy or not. I was thinking about things like that. It really didn't change until I started dating you. When I started dating you, I felt like I didn't have to try so hard. You made me like very comfortable to speak about whatever issues that I had going on. Like we was able to level and build and things of that nature, and it was a very beautiful thing. Like I feel like even now we're building, we're creating something.
So I heard you say some things before about your identity.
Right.
So tell us, what do you identify as? What's your sexual preference?
My sexual preference. So are you asking me like?
Both.
No, I like women. I like women. I'm attracted to women. I'm straight. I'm a straight male, and this is the reason why I'm coming to this space and I'm speaking about it because I feel like more straight men should be more self-confident with themselves and have the balls to speak about this subject, and not just me, like just speak about this subject. It doesn't make you gay to be attracted to a trans woman, you know.
I also agree with that statement, but we do have people who disagree. So
I mean, to each his own.
So I want to know, what would you say to someone that disagrees with your statement or even this entire video? Like, what would you say to them? Like,
hey, if they disagree with it, to each his own. If they disagree with this message to this video, listen, I can't we can't help the fact that you disagree. We're just bringing insight. We're bringing knowledge and insight to this space so people can understand that even if you disagree, we're all still human beings. We're all here on this earth together. And there's a reason why we're here. I want more people to talk about it. I can talk about it because I've been in a relationship with you and we've been together for about a year now. And of course, you're trans. you know, yeah, y'all don't know that, but
I'm a woman.
Y'all don't even know. Yeah, that's my baby. That's my baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know. She don't even want to get on the camera. It's all good though. Y'all gonna see it later. We're gonna pull up on you later. But right now, she's trying to make it all about me. You know what I mean? But it's really all about you. You know that.
Mm-hmm. What changes do you think need to be made?
Changes?
Like, how can we all come together as people?
As a man, as an individual, they have to put all those thought process that come from the societal view, throw that away. Just throw it away. Because you're trying to be what society wants you to be. And while you're doing this, you're hurting yourself. You're not being yourself. You're listening to the next person and saying, oh, this is what I should be thinking. You're growing up as a teenager or as a child and you're thinking, this is what I should be thinking. This is how I should grow up. And
I don't think it's just the man, though.
I mean, well, I'm zooming in on the man.
Yeah,
but of course,
I want to zoom in on the problem. And that's just coming from like people generally and people who are against the community generally. So that's men and women. And I think
Right.
the reason why a lot of the men are not confident enough to speak up is in fear of not being accepted by the woman. Because at the end of the day, they still may want a family, they still may want kids, they still might, these
it's
are
the
things.
woman, but also there are other men. Also, other men are going to judge them as well. So, like all society is going to judge the man. All society is going to judge the man for being attracted to the trans woman.
But I feel like if more women were more accepting and took trans women in as sisters,
Right.
then it would really help.
Yeah,
I think like that because at the end of the day, they're still seeing this man. He's saying like, "Oh, I like women," but he's dating trans women and women, and they're visually seeing somebody doing that successfully, multiple people that they know, peers. Like it will become the norm, and that's and I think
you think the woman is scared of that?
Yes.
I mean, is that why you think women are always in competition with the trans woman?
Well, women are in competition with themselves. So, of course, like they have the opportunity to be on the same team now, which I love seeing women, working together, but you're excluding like women of trans experience also, and not realizing that like us losing our rights, a lot of black women are going to lose their rights also, because like black women are masculinized. Like the features that black women have are masculinized.
This is all the beginning of the rights losing movement. Like,
and it's literally this. All of these laws and campaigns against trans women is going to affect black women and any other woman who give off an experience of a trans woman. Like, it's just or just any woman, it's gonna give them an opportunity to be able to play in your face regardless. And you're like, oh, I'm not a part of that community. It has nothing to do with me. Oh, you will see.
This is my baby, Casey. I ain't gonna say her last name, but it's my baby. And she definitely is the reason why I'm making this video. So big ups to her on that. I wouldn't say completely, because I feel like what I've been through and the story that I'm telling really holds a lot of merit. And nobody can tell you that you're gay. Nobody can say anything about your sexuality and masculinity. You can't say nothing to me about my masculinity and sexuality because I'm already secure with myself. I know what I bring to the table.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying? I know who I'm dealing with. I know I got a supermodel chick right here, man, who love me. You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing about, you can't, you know what I'm saying? So like, how are we going to move forward? That's the question. How will we move forward and build confidence in ourselves and the people that's coming afterwards? But no, the agenda's being pushed now. Our rights are being taken.
Come on, sassy.
Is that my face?
That's the one. I'm gonna post this one. This is gonna be the screen. This is gonna be the profile.
Yeah, you would do something like that too, though. That nigga gay as hell. Look at him.
Sassy ass. No.
No. Just because I'm attracted to a transgender, just because I'm attracted to a trans female, does not make me gay. No, we gotta have that in there. That's gonna be the first part that opens up. A right was just a right that they gave us to right a wrong, so they can later come back and rewrite that wrong and make it right or wrong again. I think I said that right.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Being attracted to a trans female does not make me gay. And then that's being attracted to a trans female does not make me gay.
Work, Nick.
Hold up. Are you recording? Then if another man would say, "Oh, you wearing fingernail polish, you're gay." Get the fuck out of here, man.
My nails look good.
Fuck out of here. My
nails clean.
On some real. My nails clean, my shoes clean, everything clean. What about you? That man is looking at you.
I love you.
You love me? Come say it on this side of the camera.
I'm about to cut it off. Bye, y'all.